fielded at about the 35-yard line, and they're tackled immediately. Going to get it up to just shy of the 40. Going to give them about 4 yards on that run back there. Looks like they're going to spot it about 3, so be 1st and 10 for the Mitchell County Eagles as they come out and huddle up now from about the, 36, 7-yard line, 38-yard line is what we're going to call it. They're calling it from the press box on the 42, but that is incorrect. So from the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 now for the Eagles from shotgun for Jaquan Williams. Going to give it to the back there, who's going to take it across the 40 and drive forward up to about the 44-yard line. Gain of about 5 yards there on that carry.
Boy, it looks like the offensive line is fired up on that first play. If we can keep doing that all night long, that should make for good opportunities to run here in the football game.
Jerry, they only gave him 4 yards, bring up 2nd down now. 2nd down for the Mitchell County Eagles, running out of shotgun. Jaquan Williams in at quarterback. 2 backs to his right. Going to give it to running back who's going to take it across the 50 over into Green Wave territory up at about the 48-yard line. Trying to see, it was number 21 on number 21, who's Jaquan Williams. Couldn't tell if that was a quarterback keeper there or he was in at running back that time.
Yeah, they handed off to him. And, you mentioned only 4 yards on that previous play. If you can pick up 4 yards all night long, you'll score a touchdown.
All right, number 11, Chauncey Moore is in at quarterback. Going to give it to a back who comes to the near side. Number 19, he crosses the 40, and he's finally tackled up across the 35 up to about the 34-yard line. That'll move the chains for another Mitchell County 1st down.
Number 19 carrying the ball that time. I believe you said it was Pollard, a senior running back, and after going straight up the middle a couple of times, he decided to find out if there was some running territory out wide to the near side, and picked up a good gain there and moved the chains for the Eagles.
10th grader in at quarterback for the Eagles from shotgun with 2 backs to his right side. Give it to 21, who is tackled immediately and may lose a yard or 2, but we do have a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, that was coming in there late, so I'm going to be interested to see what that was, or I thought it looked like it was after the play was almost over there.
Going to try to set up here. Let's see what kind of flag we've got here. Holding. All right,
he pointed both ways, but I think maybe either they're offsetting or he
made a mistake.
He made a mistake. I'm beginning to think he made a mistake that first time.
All right, they're going to mark it off from.
Because they indeed are going to mark it off from the point of the infraction.
35-yard line. Man, with no hash marks, this thing is tough. They're going to spot it on about the 44 of Terrell County.
Here's what you do, Clark. Let's let them spot it, and then we'll figure it out real quick. So here's the 50, so that must be the 55. Oh, no, 45, so it's the 44. On the Terrell 44, by the way.
All right, Chauncey Moore in at quarterback from shotgun, and Terrell County's going to jump off sides that time. Penalty flags come out on both sides.
Looks like they put a wing over there on the right side. Let's see if they keep that. They're not huddling back up, so looks like, well, they are looking over to the side, so they may change the play.
Westwood's playing Sherwood tonight. It's homecoming for the Westwood Warriors there in Camilla. Westwood Wildcats.
That's traditionally been an easy win for Westwood.
Westwood's already up 8-0.
Yeah, it shouldn't be much for them.
From shotgun, going to give it to the back there, 21, who is tackled. No gain on that play. Jaquan Williams on the carry. In at running back. We're used to Jaquan in as a quarterback. Chauncey Moore, a 10th grader, is a quarterback for the Eagles tonight.
Well, I learned in that Brooks game that the coach actually calls it, that's what they call that flex pistol, where the quarterback's actually in shotgun, but they put a running back behind him, so they kind of adjust that and call it the pistol instead of the shotgun. And then it's almost like it's an I formation with the quarterback away from center, so I guess that's where the flex part comes in.
Dontravian Thomas is in the backfield. A pass that time by the Eagles that is incomplete. We had a man wide open.
Had several people down there. again, they put a wing over there on the right side, and he rolls to the right, and 3 potential receivers down there deep, but just could not connect. I tell you what, and of course, we're undefeated up here in the press box, but the way they started running the ball, I just believe until Terrell stops them, I just keep running it.
Going to be 3rd and long now for the Eagles. Chauncey Moore out of shotgun. Got backs on either side of him this time. A wide out to the near side. And there is a timeout called on the field. Timeout called by the Mitchell County Eagles. We'll also take a 30-second. Chauncey Moore, number 11 for the Eagles, going to have one running back. Jaquan Williams behind him, going to send trips out to the far side.
That's interesting.
Look at the pass this time. It's a pass that is caught by number 81, and he caught the pass at the original line of scrimmage after the quarterback dropped back about 5 yards. No gain on that play. Good catch. No gain. Brings up 4th and long for the Eagles.
Well, that was interesting. They had trips, and they sent them long, and then it looked like a guy coming from the left side just kind of stepped a couple of yards beyond the line of scrimmage and did a little crossing pattern. They tried to dump it to him, and he was open, but I don't know. Had he caught it, he still would have needed to run about 12 yards to pick up a 1st down, Clark.
All right, Eagles with a 4th and long. And they're going to be going for it this time. Jaquan Williams gets it, and then he runs forward, kicks the ball. It's a short kick that goes out of bounds over shy of the 30-yard line. So let's see where they spot it, maybe at the 35 or so.
A lot of kickers are doing this. I'm going to call that the modified rugby style, because they do that rugby where they're sort of like kicking on a run, which is, I think, the guy for LSU. I believe his name is Wing. If you've seen them play on the college level, he seems to do that well. It looks like he's going to take off and run, but he runs to the side and then kicks it, and that looks like what he was going to do, but he didn't get much of a foot in the football.
Terrell County Green Wave going to line up quarterback underneath center, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver on the far side. Quarterback's going to hang on to it as he comes to the near side. He's got running room. He's up to the 45. He hits his own man, crosses the 50 into Eagle territory up at about the 46 or 7-yard line.
Well, their senior quarterback, Scott, is something I was going to be interested to see here because he has had quite a bit of experience, and nothing at the quarterback position is better than having run the team for years. And you know the offense, you know how to do it. You're a senior. This is your big opportunity to shine. And first play from scrimmage, he looks good.
I formation, receiver on the far side, receiver on the near side. Give it to the fullback. He is captured by us in the backfield there. Going to give him forward progress, maybe 1.5 yards on that carry.
Junior Jatori Jones carrying the ball for the Green Wave that time. Picks up just a actually about 1 yard on it. Looks like Clark, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, ball is inside Eagle territory. It's on the 45-yard line. We're in the first quarter, 7:52 with the clock running here in Dawson, Georgia for tonight's game of the week. Offense for the Green Wave, 2nd and 9. Quarterback from shotgun this time. Going to send receivers to both sides. Man in the slot on the near side. Quarterback keeper, and he finds a seam. Gets up to the 40, and we tackle him just inside the 40 down on about the 39.
Scott was trying. He did not do a good job of convincing me, and I don't think any of the Eagles that he was actually going to hand off because he doesn't even come close to handing the ball off. That was a designed quarterback keeper all the way, but he made a little bit of a gain out of it there.
3rd and short now for the Green Wave as they come up to the line. Going to send a receiver to the near side, 1 to the far side. Man in the slot on the far side. Quarterback underneath center. Quarterback hangs on to it, dives forward. He's going to pick up the 1st down as he gets it up to about the 31-yard line.
Single back in the backfield. He doesn't turn or mess around with it all. Gets the ball, takes it straight forward. Quarterback keeper all the way for the 1st down.
From the Eagle 32-yard line. Again, no hash marks here. Very hard to see how this ball is set up. 1st and 10 for the Green Wave. Receivers on both sides. Man in the slot on the near side. Penalty flags fly now. Prior to the snap, false start against the Green Waves. Back them up.
I got them a little bit of drive going here, Clark.
They sure do.
That's got to help us out there. You know, you'll take help any way you can get it. When a team seems to be picking up a little bit of momentum, it's always good to get a little penalty there to bust it up some.
From shotgun, 1st and 15, receivers on both sides, man in the slot on the near side. Quarterback's going to hang on to it. There's a hole that opens up, and we grab him as he crosses the 30-yard line, gets down near around the 26. Gain of about 5 yards, 6 yards there on that carry, or quarterback keeper there.
Scott said, well, I just got to pick up 5 more yards than I would have, and he does, for a total of, it looks like about, what'd you say about
About 6 there.
Well, actually, you had the 5 of the penalty, so that's probably closer to 11.
Well,
Yeah.
That is true when you look across. All right.
He had the extra 5, but it didn't phase Scott, so we shouldn't add it in there. 6-yard pickup. We'll just go with that.
Green Wave's going to move again, so flags on the field.
If you're
back them up.
You're a coach, week 7, and your team is making procedure penalties. That's got to be frustrating.
All right. Brings up 2nd down.
Of course, it's the other guys. We'll take it, won't we?
2nd and 9 now for the Green Wave as they break the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to send a receiver to the far side, one to the near side. Quarterback underneath center, 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback Scott's looking around, kind of like he's lost here. We're jumping up at the line. Quarterback's going to hang on to it. We grab him right there at the line of scrimmage. He's not going to get anywhere. Maybe forward progress, he might pick up a yard or 2.
Well, I'm wondering if they're using those formations because they had the single back on the last quarterback keeper. That time they looked like good old Big Ten football with an I formation backfield, but no bones about it. He wasn't planning to hand off to either one of those guys stacked up behind him. He just took it and went straight forward on the quarterback keeper. So that may be just trying to throw us off. Now they split the backs in the backfield behind him.
Sure do. Receivers on either side, 3rd and about 7 now, and quarterback's going to hand off to a back who gets forward across the 25 up close to the 20-yard line, maybe about the 21.
Boy, I tell you what, we almost come up with a big play there as, Terrell Emanuel, an 11th grader for the Eagles, got some penetration there and had Scott by the leg, but he got rid of the football there. Before he could be brought down.
Ball spotted on about the 21.5. It is so close to a 1st down. They're bringing the chains out and going to measure this one, so we'll see what happens here with 4:32 on the clock in the 1st quarter from Dawson, where it's the Green Wave of Terrell County against the Mitchell County Eagles, both in region play. Both teams are 1-1, and they do pick up the 1st down, so they've got an alive drive here as the Green Waves marching toward the end zone. Ball's on the 22, we'll call it.
Yeah, this is an important region game for the Eagles because you lose a second region game pretty close together there. That starts to whittle away at your margin of error.
Receivers on both sides, men in the slot on both sides. Quarterback hangs on to it, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage, and we finally stack him up there at the 20-yard line.
And was that 20? That was 22 that time. Let me get that. Belvin, yeah, Ja'Cory Belvin. He's a senior for the Eagles. He just didn't quite. He hit him that first time and just didn't quite lock up and bring him down. But it, of course, stopped him from picking up very much yardage there. He hit him a good shot.
Ball's just across the stripe on the 20-yard line as the Green Wave come up to the line of scrimmage from an I formation. Receivers on both sides. And a little shuffle pass there that they don't pick up anything. Get it just across the 20 up to the 19.
I don't know if he was trying to fool us that he had the football because it looked like he wasn't running full stride there. And maybe he thought he had pulled something off and was going to just ease out here. But he took a shot pretty high up that knocked him back there. And it was only about a yard pickup, it looked like to me, Clark.
Going to call it 3rd and long 8 here for the Green Wave. I formation, receivers on both sides. The count, the snap. Give it to the back who is stuffed. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward there maybe picks up another yard.
Yeah, they went back to that I formation with receivers wide to either side, had a split in, I believe, to the far side, and one of the backs out wide to the near side. We finally got them in a situation we want here, 4th and long. So if we can get a stop here, the ball will go over on downs, of course.
4th and 6 now on about the 19-yard line from shotgun this time. Receivers on both sides, men in the slot on both sides, looking to pass on 4th down, and it is incomplete. They had a man down there, pass incomplete, so it'll turn over on downs.
Yeah, their guy was wide open there, but just the quarterback, Scott, just could not deliver it to the wide receiver crossing down there, and we come away with the stop, and the Eagles have the football.
Eagles in the huddle out there now as they take over 1st and 10 from about the, I don't know, we'll call it the 18-yard line, just inside their own 20.
Good enough.
Going to send a receiver to the near side, Terry Emanuel, quarterback from shotgun. That's Chauncey Moore. Going to have 2 backs in the backfield. Going to give it to a back, number 18. He takes off across the far side, and he turns and tries to turn it up the field, but steps out of bounds over there after a gain of about 6 or 7. That was Bruce Bryant on that carry.
Bruce Bryant, he's wearing 18 now, or he's the quarterback. Okay, we got
Bruce Bryant in at quarterback. Okay,
in at quarterback. Okay.
Number 11. Okay, I see Bruce out there. All right, 2 backs. Going to give it to the fullback who breaks free. He's got running room as he crosses the 30. He crosses the 35 and looks like he drops the ball over there.
He dropped the ball. I don't know if it got out of bounds. It did not. Green Wave has it. So, well, I tell you what, that's unfortunate because, again, we went back to the run, and the Eagles, I think we can run on this team all night. So far, every running play they've had, I can't think of one that's lost yardage. But, it doesn't help when you pick up all of that yardage and move the chains and then you drop the ball.
Terrell County with good field position on the Eagle 38-yard line, 1st and 10 with a turnover there.
We're going to have to watch that close on offense, too, for Mitchell County, too, because they will rotate those quarterbacks in there and change on us in a heartbeat.
First quarter, 2:05 from shotgun for Terrell County. Going to give it to a back. He runs to the near side, turns and crosses the 35-yard line, and we get him down up about the 33. So about a 5-yard gain there. 1:53 on the clock. Clock is running. First quarter, no score from Dawson, Georgia. You're listening to the game of the week here on Q92.3 between the Mitchell County Eagles and the Terrell County Green Wave.
Another senior ball carrier there. This team is loaded with seniors. DeMarquez Carter carrying the ball for the Green Wave that time.
All right, this time from an I formation, 1 receiver on the far side. Scott at quarterback for the Green Wave. Going to give it to a back there. He breaks free and straight up the middle. Gets it down about the 20-yard line. That'll move the chains for a Green Wave first down.
And again, it's Carter, and I believe that's the first couple of times we called his name tonight. On that previous drive, Scott was doing a lot of quarterback keepers. Now all of a sudden he's starting to share the ball around, and they are starting to really move the ball in big chunks instead of those small chunks that they were doing on that previous drive.
1st and 10 from the Eagle 20 for the Green Wave. I formation, give it to a back, straight up, and going to gain about 3 yards there, maybe 4, down to about the 16-yard line.
Well, that time the Eagle defense had a lot to do with that one. The offensive line, and if you got some question marks just by looking at the grade chart, you would find that there's a sophomore offensive lineman up there, so you probably have less experience right up there blocking, and the Eagles were able to take advantage that time.
2nd and 5 as he hands off, a little inside handoff there as they take it to the left side on the far side. Going to pick up about 3 more yards. Going to be 3rd down now, 3rd and about 1.5.
Carter carries the ball again and gets very, very close there, Clark, to the first down.
Green Wave's calling their team. The coach is calling the team over to the side. Believe we're going to have a water break. Timeout on the field. We'll also hit him again. He breaks free and gets over into the end zone for a Green Wave touchdown. 6 points on the board.
Now, I don't know if I'm just plain mistaken, but I didn't remember Carter carrying the ball at all in the first series of downs for the Green Waves, but he sure came out that time and picked up some big plays there. And like you said, there were several opportunities to bring him down, but unfortunately, Clark, we just did not. We made contact but did not bring him down, so he got into the end zone to put the points on the board. So Terrell up 6-0, waiting for the extra point. It looks like they may go for 2.
They are setting up in that direction to go for 2. And the quarterback for the Green Wave, Scott, getting the call from the side from shotgun. Scott's going to give it to a back who's going to take it into the end zone for 2, untouched on the far side over there. That is Jatori Jones for the touchdown, or for the 2-point conversion. So your score is 8-0 early in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout on the official voice for high school football in Southwest Georgia. We're Q92.3. Deep to receive for Mitchell County. Also Jaquan Williams. Green Wave kicking off from their 40. 8-0 is your score for the Green Wave. It's fielded at about the 35-yard line, and the man that gets the ball, number 1, is going to take it up across the 45 up to about the 48-yard line. Good run there by Jaquil Chester as he catches the ball, runs it back. Good field position for the Eagles.
You know why that was a good run? Anytime an up man gets the football, tell me he's not going to try. He was wanting to get to the end zone because he wasn't expecting to get the football. He got the football. It was kicked right to him, and he's going, I've got the ball. I'm going to run it.
Bruce Bryant at quarterback for the Mitchell County Eagles. 1 receiver to the far side, 1 on the near side from shotgun. Going to give it to the back who comes to the near side. He crosses a 50, and he's hit at the 49-yard line. They're going to spot him, I guess, just inside the stripe there into Green Wave territory. Now they're going to sit it right on the stripe, just over.
And I think I'm beginning to understand. I listened to that broadcast that Robert was calling it the flex pistol, because they have had a formation that looks like kind of a modified I formation. That almost reminded me of the wishbone, except the quarterback, there was no fullback, and the quarterback was back part way in the pistol formation. So that was kind of an odd, unique deal that I don't think I've seen tonight that they were lined up in that time.
Ball's on the 50-yard line for the Mitchell County Eagles. 2nd down and 9 now.
Now they go back to that I formation looking thing out of the pistol.
Bruce Bryant going to give it to the back there, number 21. And going to a little handoff there. Jaquan Williams going to take it up inside the 50, up to about the 49, 48 and a half. Bring up 3rd down, 3rd and about 7 for the Eagles.
And I misspoke somewhat. It reminds me a lot of a power I formation. You know, you got the back there beside the quarterback, except that there's only 2 running backs, and the quarterback is back further and not directly under center. So a flex pistol, I guess, is the best way to call it.
Jaquan Williams, Ja'Cory Belvin in the backfield. Quarterback Bruce Bryant hangs on to it, comes around. He crosses a 40, and he's run out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. That'll move the change for an Eagle 1st down.
Got everything going to the left side, Clark, and then he rolls and does that, for lack of a better term, call it that naked bootleg. They used to call it back in the day when Joe Namath would run it in the pros. Everybody else is going one way, and he just rolls out with no blocking whatsoever and finds green grass ahead of him.
Ball's just over the 35 stripe. Going to call it just inside the 35. 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. 1 receiver on the far side. That's Terry Emanuel. In the backfield, number 22, Ja'Cory Belvin, 21, Jaquan Williams, and Bruce Bryant in at quarterback, going to give it to number 21, Jaquan Williams, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage, and now a flag comes in.
Boy, everything closed up there on the line. He was searching for a place to go and then thought he found it, but just as quick as he found it, over there on the left side of the line, the left side of the line, it closed up just as quick and couldn't make any ground.
Officials are talking about it out there, waiting on the call.
Yep, no signal yet.
Face mask against the Eagles. We'll see how intentional it was when they walk it off here.
Well, it was not the personal foul face mask. If they slash the wrist and then do the face mask, that's the big one, and it's just the
5-yard one.
So it's the small one without the wrist motion there.
All right, ball's across the 40-yard stripe, 40-yard of the green wave as the Eagles come up to the line. One receiver far side. Bruce Bryant going to give it to back who comes to the near side is number 18, and he trips himself up, but he comes down across the 30 up to about the 26-yard line, but we have a penalty flag.
I'm afraid the way that's thrown that's either a block or a hold, although I'm at a lack for saying where it was.
Hold against the Eagles.
But anytime they throw the flag behind the runner like that, you can pretty well bet it's coming back. As that one is. And that's a shame. Boy, he had some good lead blocking that time. They did a great job shifting out here and just, those guys looked like they were on patrol looking for somebody to block downfield for him. And just because I didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. I'm not saying that, but I didn't see the hold.
First down and 20 now for the Eagles. Bruce Bryant at quarterback from shotgun. Going to have two backs in the backfield. Going to give it to a back. Comes forward, gets it up. Maybe gets 1 yard. Brings up second and about 19 now for the Eagles.
Yeah, all of a sudden now it's getting a little bit tough running. We were able to move the ball at the beginning of the game right up the middle. But the Green Wave had done a great job of shutting that down between the tackles here in the past couple of times we tried to run it there.
Jaquan Williams, running back for the Eagles. Also number 19, Kavorius Pollard. Bruce Bryant from shotgun. Looking to pass this time. He's under pressure. He's having to roll. Nowhere to go. He's going to have to hang on to it. Picks up 5 yards, and he is hit and driven out of bounds, and there ought to be a penalty flag, and there comes 2.
Yeah, I think
he was out of bounds and was hit by 2 different guys out of bounds over there.
Yeah, I think, and I was talking to you about the face mask. If you get the slashing of the wrist, it's the signal for the personal foul. I think we're going to get that because that, and why that's good is that means that an automatic first down comes along with it, even if it's not enough yardage to move the chains. So let's wait for the call here.
Personal foul.
Personal foul. There you go. Automatic first down.
All right, so they're going to respot the ball up.
Or it should be an automatic first down. He's not signaled that.
Up at the 25-yard line. Going to give him second down and 1, I guess, 15-yard penalty there. Wait a second. Now he's going to reset it here. Hold on.
Anytime there's a personal foul, there's an
Yep.
A personal foul brings with it an automatic first down. I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, the officials talking about it now. They're going to get this thing set up right here in just a second.
That's what I meant. Since it was personal foul, even though it wasn't enough, they're not going to do it though. So maybe I'm wrong. I stand corrected.
Okay, now they're resetting it third down, 3rd and 1 from shotgun. Bruce Bryant
I'm making
going to take and pitch.
Right,
little toss sweep over to the near side, and we take it across the 25.
I think he got it.
Yeah, he did get that first down there.
So we had to earn it that way. Oh, man. I'm going to have to check on that. Well, I'm sorry about that comment, but that was my Joe Biden face for the officials that I gave.
25-yard line, just inside the 25 is where the ball is. We'll call it the 24. First and 10 now. We've got 8 minutes, 49 seconds clock running here. 8-0 is your score. Green Wave on top of Mitchell County from shotgun. Bruce Bryant's going to give it to the back there, number 21. He is driven out of bounds over there at about the 15-yard line or so. Call it the 16. Run there by Jaquan Williams.
Clark, we're putting together a good drive here, getting down here close. Now, The only thing is, when we were moving the ball that last time, we ended up with a fumble. So I hate that I brought that up, but we need to really hang on to the football here and just keep this thing going.
All right, in it backs for the Eagles, Quentin Thomas, Jaquan Williams, Bruce Bryant from shotgun. One receiver on the far side. Count the snap. Looking to pass this time. That receiver's wide open down there in the end zone. He catches it, and it is a touchdown. Touchdown there by the Mitchell County Eagles, and I am trying to get that number. It is number one.
Yeah, number one.
Jaquil Chester caught the ball in the end zone with 8:29 on the clock.
Yeah, and I think that they have no choice. The Eagles, that is, have no choice but to try to match and go for two here and try to tie this up.
Eagles in the huddle, ready for the point after. Going to send a receiver to the far side.
Yeah, Chester's out there wide again, so let's see if they go back to the well a second time.
Jaquan Williams behind quarterback Bruce Bryant. Going to give it to Jaquan. He gets some running room and finds a seam. A hole opens up into the end zone, and we have a tie score here from Dawson. You're listening to the Game of the Week. Your score, 8 for Mitchell County, 8 for Terrell County. We'll take a
we made our
back at Terrell County, where we have a tie score. Mitchell County 8 clock. We are into the second quarter.
Yeah, so far this has been a very evenly matched game like we were expecting here into the second quarter. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, last year Mitchell County won 7-6, so this is what we expected.
Mitchell County with a long, deep kick there that's going to be fielded on about the 15, and we're going to tackle him at the 25, 26-yard line where the Green Wave will take over 1st and 10.
I didn't mean to jump on you there as you were coming back from break, but we had to make our own scoreboard up here for the videographers since apparently the real game scoreboard has no score on it. So, so we were having fun here as we made a makeshift scoreboard. So, you know, you do what you got to do. But anyway, I'm glad to see that this is turning out to be the contest I thought I was going to see when you asked me to come up here and help you with the broadcast.
Cook County leading Pelham 14-10 with 7:10 left in the second quarter. Green Wave back up now, 1st and 10 on offense, and man, they are stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That was an awesome hit there at the 25-yard line by a Eagle. I did not see who it was, but he just stuffed that running back there.
Clark, I hate to call you out on the air, but let me tell you, never say Cook County to somebody from Adel. It's Cook. It's Cook. You've heard that before.
I have.
They will jump on you, too, man, about that. I don't know what the deal is, but it is not Cook County High School. It's Cook High School.
Well, they're in Cook County, and I'll call it like I see it. So, sorry if you're from Adel, baby.
I don't know what the deal is, but they do not like for you to call it Cook County.
I formation for the Green Wave, and going to give it to the back, who is going to be tackled. I don't think he's going to get anywhere on that run. Absolutely not.
Yeah. I think we've gotten our mojo going, for lack of a better term here. We began to move the ball, drove it down, and scored, and now our defense has begun to bump it up a notch here, and they're having a hard time. They were running on us pretty easy on that previous drive. In fact, the previous 2 drives, but we're clamped down on them.
Eagle defense is really stepping up here. It's 3rd and 10 for the Green Wave now. Ball is on the 25-yard line of Terrell County. Going to send a man in motion this time, and the ball is loose. We jump on it down there on the 20-yard line, and it is going to be recovered by the Mitchell County Eagles. Number 23, a good fumble recovery there by Avery Brown, 11th grader, for the Mitchell County Eagles. So we'll take over with great field position here on the 21, 22-yard line.
Clark, it looked like he was dropping back the pass, and we just had a guy that shot in there totally unblocked and got on him, and he was trying then to get ready to get rid of it and ended up just letting the ball get away from him, and the Eagles jumped on it and recovered it. Short field for Mitchell County.
All right, this time Bruce Bryant is going to be from shotgun with that pistol-type formation and going to give it to number 8 who runs around the near side over here, Ontarius Thomas. 11th grader is going to pick up about 9 yards there for the Mitchell County Eagles.
I believe it was number 2, actually.
All right, second and short for the Eagles. In the backfield, we're going to have number 8. Also number 19, Bruce Bryant in at quarterback. Number 8 is Ontarius Thomas, a running back. Going to give it to him. Hole opens up, and he is hit as he runs straight up the middle with it, but he crosses the 15, actually crosses the 10-yard line, about the 8-yard line. That'll move the chains. First and goal for the Eagles.
All of a sudden now it's opened up back between the tackles, just like we were at the beginning of the football game. And I don't know, look down there. You're starting to see, this is a hot night for October, and you're starting to see some people with their, on defense there, with their hands on their hips.
First and goal. Going to give it to Jaquan Williams, running straight up the middle, and he is at the goal line. And let's see, touchdown.
He's in.
Touchdown for the Mitchell County Eagles on a run there by Jaquan Williams. With 5:56 left to play here in the first half of tonight's contest. Going to put 6 more points on the board. 8 and 6 is 14 all day long. We're going to look for the point after.
And it looks like we're huddling up to possibly go for 2 again.
And we're going to see what the point after looks like. They are. We're going to go for 2. This time in the backfield, Jaquan Williams. Bruce Bryant in at quarterback. Going to send a man in motion. Quarterback keeper, Bruce Bryant's going to hang on to it, and he crosses the goal line, puts 2 more points on the board. Good run there. Quarterback keeper there by Bruce Bryant. So your score is now 16-8. Mitchell County in the lead of tonight's game of the week. You're listening to it on the official voice for high school football in Southwest Georgia. Q. Uh-oh, we lost him.
We did. Must have lost it in the break. I hate so. See, if you lost it in the break, he didn't know he lost it until we come back. Well, we're still videoing for our television audience, but we have lost the connection with the radio station, which is why we're not doing play-by-play. But Terrell runs the ball. Looks like he picked up the first down. So we'll kind of hang with you here until we get reestablished with the radio.
That makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Scott in shotgun, everybody out wide, looks like. They're going to give it to number 1 that time, and that is Carter, the senior running back, that's going to pick up a couple of yards there. Be good to see the Eagles kind of shut things down here on this drive. I think if we could force it up here as the phone is ringing, so we'll be back on the radio here shortly. Hopefully. Fakes it that time. Quarterback keeper for a couple. So 3rd and a long 8 coming up for the Green Wave.
That makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, had a man wide open there, but one of the Eagles got his hands up, and I believe he partially deflected that football. So it's going to bring up 4th down in a punting situation for Terrell. Not a very long punt at all. It's got some good height on it, and it's going to bounce around in the neighborhood of the 44-yard line, it looks like. So Eagles will take over actually on the 43 and a half to 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's see if Mitchell County can put together another drive like they did moments ago and start to put this thing out of reach by halftime. That'd be great. Anything I can do to help you other than stay out of your way? I can't say, unfortunately, that I'm not enjoying that. That's not part of my job description, keeping the radio connection anymore, because that was a tough part of the job.
Well, I mean, he ordered.
He's trying to call you is what's happened, and that's what is kind of very important, is to have a procedure as to who calls who. Say what? Okay. Out of that modified pistol that time. Quarterback looks like he has given up on the throw and decides to run it, and that was a great decision there for the quarterback as he picks up the 1st down and moves it into Green Wave's territory with that run. So that certainly is going to do a lot to keep this drive going here.
Hey, Dustin Clark, I've gotten disconnected from the studio, and every time I call back, it's busy, 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 and I don't know any other line to call in. I've dialed the 7776, and I just can't get anybody to answer. Can you call? Thank you.
Back to the pistol formation with a back behind him. Pitches to the back. That's number 21, Clark, carrying the ball. And I'll take over this if you want to keep running, as we're still connected, of course, to our video camera. And that is Williams, Shaquan Williams, senior running back for the Eagles, picking up a big run there. And again, it looks like the Eagles have an opportunity, if we can keep this drive going, to put some more points on the board and have a great lead going in at halftime. Terrell scored first, and so far the Eagles have come back with 2 unanswered scores and getting down here close to knocking on the door for another one. Going to hand it to one of his backs. Coming to the near side. Oh, unfortunately, a flag is going to come out behind him, so I'm afraid that one is going to come back as he gets into the end zone, and we see no signal of touchdown, so that pretty well verifies it's coming back. Holding is going to be the call against the Eagles. So it'll be 1st down over again. That'll be the good thing, but it's going to be, we'll have to actually see what yardage is going to have to be, and we're ringing with the radio station, so hopefully here we're going to be connected back to the radio momentarily.
Holding is the call against the Eagles.
And being that it's marked off from the point of infraction.
All right, I'm ready to go on anytime you are. I don't know what happened there, but I didn't give me another number to get in touch with you in case I need to. All right, back where the Eagles are with a 1st and 15 situation. Going to give it to Jaquan Williams. Going to drive it across the 25 up to about the 24-yard line.
And there is a flag in the back of the in the secondary with the linebackers. Is that waved off? Oh, towel. Excuse me. Okay. I told you at the top of the broadcast I need to get my eyes examined. That's why I brought the binoculars, but I don't get to use them very much. Clark, after this play, I want to catch the radio listeners up with us where we are.
While we were gone so long. Anyway, back, Eagles with great field position deep into Green Wave territory with a pass that is incomplete. Penalty flag out there. That was a good flag. Going to be pass interference against the Green Wave when this shakes out here.
Okay, under further review, that towel is pink. So, in my defense, it almost looks yellow. So somebody needs to pick that thing up to begin with. Terrell, I believe, went 4 downs and out while we were away. It wasn't a real good punt. Mitchell County moved down here. In fact, since the radio audience has been away from us, there has been a touchdown called back for Mitchell County. They got into the end zone, but a holding call brought it back. So that's why it was 1st and 15 when we hook back up with the radio station. So I'm going to bring it up to date on that.
We're in the first half of tonight's contest. 2:33 on the clock here. Eagles knocking at the door. The ball is spotted just across the 11-yard line up at about the 12 from shotgun. Bruce Bryant at quarterback. 2 receivers in the back, or 2 backs in the backfield. Penalty flags come in this time.
And I'm afraid that's on the snap, so that's probably going to be procedure or offsides. Is that a wish, or are you pretty sure? A wish. Okay, that's what I was thinking. That's my wish too, but I don't.
Hey, it is against the Green Wave.
I love this. There we go. Good job. He was steady, signaling offsides, and I was going, it's probably procedure being on the snap. Of course, you should know I show up with a wonderful Q92.3 FM shirt, but it's green, and I didn't remember that this was the Green Wave until I showed up. So.
1st and 5 now for Mitchell County. Bruce Bryant from shotgun. Going to give it to Jaquan Williams, actually number 2 there, and he takes it across up to about the 5-yard line, depending on the spot there. Mitchell County with great field position here, knocking on the door.
Yeah, and the good thing is they didn't let that penalty or potential penalty earlier disrail them, and got helped out with that offsides penalty there.
Ball spotted on the 7-yard line. 7-yard line of the Green Wave. Eagles are in the huddle now. The score is 16-8. Mitchell County in the lead. Going to send a receiver to the far side over there. And that's going to be Terry Emanuel on the far side. From shotgun, Bruce Bryant, 2 backs in the backfield. Going to fake it to a back. Going to give it to number 18, who comes around all the way over to the far side, goes into the end zone. Touchdown for Quentin Thomas, a 9th grader for the Mitchell County Eagles.
Well, Clark, I hate to disagree with you, but I'm looking through the binoculars. It's 19.
Is it 19?
Yeah.
All right, Cavorius Pollard, a 12th grader for the Mitchell County Eagles. Touchdown.
Well, now I know Clark, my buddy, my good friend, I had to correct him on the air, but in his defense,
18-19. Looking at these numbers.
I mean, there's a small gap in there, and once you start getting much over your teen years and past your 20s and into your 30s, that 9 begins to look more and more like an 8, and vice versa.
Well, if you'd leave me alone, the radio audience wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, I know, but you got to call the name right. Somewhere out there, there's an
penalty flags fly out on the field. It's going to be delay a game against the Eagles.
Somewhere out there, there's an uncle or an auntie or a grandmother that's yelling and throwing things at the radio, so we got to get that straightened out before they break their radio and can't hear the game. So, I'm sorry, but we have to straighten that out, don't we? Oh, my.
All right, we've got the Mitchell County videographer. What's your name? I know you. Coach D up here in the box with us, and he's really laughing at us. All right, point after, going to toss it back to 19. Not going to get in as he gets it down to the 1-yard line. So 6 more points on the board. 6 and 6 is 12. So that's 22-8 is the score here with 1:38 left to play in the first half of tonight's contest. 22 Mitchell County 22, the Green Wave 8, the kickoff. It's a long, deep kick, and it's going to be missed and going to roll all the way into the end zone. Going to bring it back out to the 20, and here comes a penalty flag now after the play. I believe it's going to be against the Green Wave. Coach D, against the Green Wave?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Going
to be a personal foul.
Got to be unsportsmanlike conduct is about the only thing I could think that is,
22-8 is the score. Mitchell County in the lead. We're still in the first half of tonight's contest. 137.
Oh, it's a block.
Illegal block.
An illegal block.
Below the waist is what they're saying. So that's going to back it up to the 10-yard line. That's where the Green Wave will take over here very late in the first half of tonight's contest. 22-8, Mitchell County in the lead. Green Wave coming up to the line of scrimmage. Going to be going from shotgun this time. Going to send trips to the far side. One running back in the backfield there. Quarterback rolls, look at the pass, and the pass is incomplete.
Boy, he hit him in the hands, but he just could not pull it in. It was a tad bit low, but he's got his hands on it. This is, and you can sort of sympathize with them. They had the lead at one point, and then all of a sudden everything has just gone Mitchell County's way, and the frustration is beginning to set in here, and they're starting to make the mental mistakes, the bad blocks, the penalties earlier on that drive, the offsides penalty, and then just plain out dropping the ball.
Bakington is in the lead of their contest they're playing tonight. It's 21-10 at halftime with Bakington.
Let's talk about that at halftime.
We'll definitely do that. Look at the pass this time. It goes over and is caught in the backfield. We get a hand on him and he gets away, but then we all tackle him over there on the far side. No gain on that play. Going to bring up about third, and he may give him a half a yard over there.
I tell you what, this defense in the second quarter for the Eagles is just totally different from what we saw at the first of the game. They have just decided that they're going to take control of this thing, and they have done so. They have shut down the Green Wave so far.
Cook is leading Pelham now 28-10.
Pelham was hanging in there for a while.
Going to call it 3rd and 10 now. Going to send trip receivers to the near side. Long blocking back in the backfield. Looking to pass. Pumps and throws. It's intercepted by the Eagles. Intercepted by the Eagles. We're running it all the way back to the 1-yard line, 2-yard line, where he steps out of bounds. Intercepted there. I believe that was number 88 for the Mitchell County Eagles. It was 22 for the Mitchell County Eagles.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Ja'Cory Belvin.
I believe you're right.
26.
Yeah.
We're going to. Coach D is going to keep us straight here.
In our defense, it's way across the way.
That's Terrell Emmanuel.
It would have been wonderful if it had been right down here in front of us.
I'm going to get another microphone out here and put over here where he can keep us straight on this.
What you ought to do is give him my microphone and put me over on the camera. I think that would be a better use of the talent we got up here in the press box for sure.
1st and goal now for the Mitchell County Eagles. 1:11 on the clock, second quarter. And there's a timeout on the field. We'll also take a timeout. Come back. We're in the lead 22-8 on the game of the week here from Q92.3 as the Eagles come up to the line. Bruce Brown in at quarterback. Going to have 2 blocking backs. Actually 3.
That's an odd formation.
Back there. Going to give it to a back straight up the middle over into the end zone. And who had that ball, Coach? Trying to see who's
number 2.
Number 2, Anthony Williams comes up with it as he runs it straight up the middle for a touchdown. Puts 6 more points on the board. 28-6 is your score. On a touchdown run with 1:05 left on the clock here in the first quarter, or first half of tonight's contest, second quarter. Mitchell County setting up for the PAT. And they're going to go for 2. 2 blocking backs from shotgun. 1 receiver on the far side. Going to give it to Jaquan Williams there, and he slips. He kind of trips and falls down, does not get in. 28-8 is your score. The point after, no good, or going for two there was no good. 28-8 for the Mitchell County Eagles from Dawson, Georgia. We'll take a timeout on the official voice for high school in Southwest Georgia, Q.
He's still hooked up.
Back in Terrell County, where Mitchell County is in the lead of tonight's contest, 28-8 on the game of the week from Q92.3. We're getting scores in from all over the place, and it's a job trying to check.
You know, it's a great night. Week 7 finally has hit some interesting matchups. The Brooks Fitzgerald is something I'm interested in hearing the score. We got this one here. We've got us a good game for the Eagles here in week 7, and Pelham's trying to hang there with Cook.
1st and 10 on a quarterback keeper, where the Green Wave takes over after a kickoff there. Ball was spotted on about the 22-yard line. May get a yard there. Going to give him 2nd and 9 now for the Green Wave late in the second quarter. And I believe the clock's going to just about run out.
Yeah, they're taking their time.
All right, 37 seconds.
They'll get another play off.
Green Wave 2nd and 9 now as they send trip receivers to the near side. Man in motion, going to give it to the man in motion, who is full speed ahead on the far side, and they collar him after he gets about 10 yards, gets up to the 35-yard line. That'll move the chains for a 1st down. Maybe have time for one more play.
Well, I think they made the mistake of not lining up horizontally with the line there as fast as he was running. If he could have kept going straight, he might have made it all the way to the end zone. Unfortunately, he had to turn at the sideline over there to try to go upfield. And now a penalty flag is going to come sucking up.
Going to send 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Penalty flags come in from everywhere.
This wide receiver out here looked like to me he got about a 2-step start before.
Maybe 15 as the Green Wave runs it out, and we collar him from behind, take him down on the 25-yard line. And about a 15-yard return there up to the 25. So the Green Wave from their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10 now as their offense huddled up with the coach on the sideline.
Well, let's see what kind of adjustments we've had. Hopefully, the Mitchell County defense is going to tighten up. I'm really kind of glad that we got the football first, and we're going to go on defense here because I think the defense was the real bright spot of the first half, and I'd like to see them continue on. If they can make it a 3 down and out here for Mitchell County, that's going to mean we're going to have a pretty good second half here, I believe.
Green Wave up to the line of scrimmage. Scott directly underneath center, have a man in motion this time. One running back in the backfield. Scott gets a call, hangs onto it, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, gets maybe half a yard there, bring up 2nd down and 9.5 for the Green Wave.
And getting good penetration in there for the Eagles, number 15, and that's Brian Peoples, senior, 200 pounds, 6'1" senior for the Mitchell County Eagles. Wrapped him up actually in the backfield. But he got, he did get forward for that half-yard gain.
Scott for the Green Wave underneath center, receivers on both sides. Lone blocking back in the backfield, going to give it to that back and straight up the middle. He breaks free. It breaks a tackle or 2, gets it up to the 40, across the 40, up to about the 43-yard line.
DeMarquise Carter, that's the guy that scored the touchdown for him earlier in this football game here tonight. And he's, when he gets the ball, there's no juking around. It's just straight north and south running, and he picks up yardage for him.
Quarterback underneath center, receivers on both sides. Lone blocking back in the backfield. Going to be a quick little pass out to the flat, over to the side. It's caught 5 yards and driven out of bounds at about 7 or 8 yards after a gain there of about 7 or 8, just shy of the 50-yard line.
Looks like they're trying to spread the Mitchell County defense out there. That was almost looked like a double wing set, but instead of wings, they were slightly wide out there. Not wide enough to be real wide receivers, but wide enough to get out and spread the defense some and get some running room in there.
Spot it on the Terrell County side, about the 48-yard line. Quarterback underneath center, give it to the long blocking back. He is hit in the backfield and breaks free. He's got running room, folks. There's a flag. He's got more running room as he crosses the 30 and driven out of bounds there at about the 25-yard line. A flag comes in from the official on the near sideline all the way across where the hash marks would normally be.
That's coming back. We caught it. We caught a break. We caught a break there. And you know, it's easy up here to say, and I'm not criticizing, but I mean, we had two people that should have had him down, and that should have been a loss on the play. It's going to end up being a loss, but they're going to get to do the down over with the penalty.
All right, they're going to spot it on the 46-yard line.
I don't think they marked it, or have they? Okay.
It's against the green wave, and I believe it was a block in the back.
It looked like to me that's what the signal was.
All right, going to make it 2nd and 6 now for the green wave. One receiver on the far side, one on the near side. Long blocking back behind the quarterback, Scott, who is coming underneath center this time. The count and the snap. Going to give it to the back. No, quarterback gets the call. He's going to lose about 2 or 3 yards there.
Yeah, he faked Scott that time, and we went for Scott, but fortunately one of the linebackers came up and went for the quarterback, and it looked like he lost yardage on that play.
Going to say the ball is spotted now on the 45-yard line, just inside the 45 on the Terrell County side. This time going to send a receiver to the far side, man in the slot on the far side. Lone blocking back, quarterback from shotgun. Quarterback gets the call again, comes to the near side. He gets 5 yards. He gets 10 yards. He's up to the 45, inside the 45-yard line of Mitchell County.
Yeah, number 7 for Mitchell County, Murray, Anthony Murray, grabbed a hold of him, but it's almost like he went for a bus ride down the road. He just kept toting him along with him until finally a couple other Eagles came up and helped him make the stop.
We're in the third quarter where the score is 28-8. Ball is on the 45-yard line of Mitchell County. Scott, Green Wave quarterback, underneath center. Send a man in motion. Going to give it to the man in motion. And we grab him in the backfield and take him down. Take him down over the 50-yard line at about the 48 of Terrell County. See where they spot him. Going to put it on the 48 of Mitchell County. Going to be a loss there. Going to bring up 2nd and about 14 yards for the Green Wave.
Jaquan Williams making the stop, and that was a heads-up play. I mean, I sort of had the same thing. That was the same play they tried earlier with almost the same results. You knew when the man just goes shooting across there, he's going to give him the ball. And Jaquan Williams saw that, and he hit him in the backfield for a big loss in the play, Clark.
All right, Green Wave quarterback Scott underneath center. Receivers on either side. He rolls to the near side. He's under pressure by us. And he is sacked and going to be taken down for a loss there in the backfield as he rolled to the near side, taken down over here.
Rolled out here with that bootleg, basically, and a little wrinkle to it. He pulled up like he was going to throw. I don't believe he was actually going to throw. He might have seen something down there that somebody he might have thrown to, but I think that was just to throw us off a little bit. But once again, heads-up defensive play by the Mitchell County Eagles here, putting them in a 3rd and long situation.
3rd and about 14 as he got the ball back to the 48-yard line of Mitchell County. Receivers on both sides, one lone blocking back from shotgun for Scott. And going to give it to that lone blocking back who cuts up, then turns back. Going to get it back up just across the original line of scrimmage there. Gain of several yards. Brings up 4th down, 4th and 10 now for the Green Wave. See what they do on 4th down here. It is in the 3rd quarter of play.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for it here. Because really at this point, if you get off a good punt, it's probably going to go into the end zone. That's if you get off a good punt.
7 minutes, 7:08 on the clock. Third quarter. Mitchell County up 28-8. Scott underneath center this time. Receiver on the far side. One on the near side. Lone blocking back. And looking to pass this time. It's a long pass over the far side. He's got a man over there, but he can't hang on to it. Pass incomplete.
That wasn't a real good throw. Got a lot of air up under it, and it just kind of hung him out there. And in the receiver's defense, he really did lay out to try to pull that thing in, but just couldn't do it.
Got an update on the Fitzgerald score. Fitzgerald 17, Brooks County 14.
Goodness.
In the second quarter.
Purple Hurricanes giving Brooks County all they want. That if we weren't here, that'd be the game to be at.
All right, ball is over on down, so Mitchell County will take over on the 44-yard line, it looks like. Again, it's hard to say exactly where the ball is at. No hash marks here, and the yard markers are on the fence separating the fans from the playing field.
And I think there's a couple of those yard markers missing.
Bruce Brown looking to pass this time as he comes to the near side, and passes incomplete. Lot of pressure there put on Bruce. Nowhere to go with the ball.
Oh, I finally see it. I was looking for the 40, and it's disguised as a Gatorade jug.
2nd and 10 now for Mitchell County as they huddle up. Break the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage. Bruce Bryant, quarterback from shotgun. Two blocking backs in the backfield. One is Jaquan Williams, and the other looks like Anfrey Williams. A handoff and pickup of about 3 yards there, it looks like. Brings up third down and about 7.
Yeah, since they made the quarterback switch to Bryant, they've been moving the football. Of course, this one here, and now they're looking at a 3rd and long, so they're going to have to come up with some magic here, keep this drive going.
Mitchell County coming up to the line. It's number 8 in the backfield, Ontarius Thomas. Also Jaquan Williams. Bruce Bryant from shotgun looking to pass this time. It's a long pass over that is caught. It's going to be a first down. Oh, he's still on his feet. He got away. Look at that, folks. All the way. He's going to take it in for a touchdown. That is number 1, Jaquel Chester. Beautiful pass there. Beautiful run. Should have been tackled at about the 30-yard line or so. Was able to break free. Gets into the end zone. Great catch and touchdown for Jaquel Chester and the Mitchell County Eagles.
Man, I don't know how to describe that. He just made a move on them and pulled away, and they had no chance. It looked like the 2 defenders were shocked that he got away and just couldn't do anything but admire the run to the end zone. We're going to try to kick this time for the extra point, Clark. And
the point after is no good, so your score is now 34-8. Mitchell County in the lead. We're in the third quarter with 5:51 left to play. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to the game of the week on the where it's Terrell County trailing the Mitchell County Eagles 34-8. Mitchell County getting ready to kick off once again to the green wave as the whistle blows. And the kick is a short, squabbly kick that bounces, and it's fielded at about the 20-yard line as the receiver comes to the near side. He's got some running room, but we're running him down there on about the 34-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10, the Green Wave, from their own 34-yard line.
I was afraid for a second he was going to get away. Let's see, I'm trying to get a number on that. It looked like number 15, Justin Page, who's listed as a senior for the Green Waves on the return. A lot of side-to-side running, and just when it looked like he was going to turn up, we fortunately came in and made the stop.
Scott, quarterback for the Green Wave, is going to be setting up from shotgun. One receiver on the far side, one on the near side. A man in the slot on the far side, one on the near side. Lone blocking back. Now man in motion. Quarterback gets the call, comes to the near side, and the hole closes up after he gets up to about the 35. Going to give him about a 2-yard carry there on the quarterback keeper.
I tell you what you'd really like to see as a coach, you'd do better to list the 2 Eagles that wasn't in on the stop that time. That is certainly a textbook definition of a game tackling there.
2nd down and 8 now for Terrell County. Same formation this time. Receivers on both sides, men in the slot on both sides, lone blocking back from shotgun. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a penalty flag on both sides, and it's going to be procedure against the Green Wave. Back them up 5 yards.
Yeah, of course, the lineman, there's never been an offensive line that hadn't moved that he hasn't been drawn off sides. And they're kind of shrugging their shoulders. What? You didn't see? You drew me off, man.
Ball's on the 30. 2nd down and long now from shotgun.
Low snap.
And, yep, has to pick it up. Scott has to pick it up off the turf. Going to get it forward back near the original line of scrimmage.
Well, that's a good senior quarterback there because that was a low snap. He did a great job of concentration, picking it up and turning something that could have been a loss with a more inexperienced quarterback, a sophomore or a freshman quarterback, and turned it into a small gain. Not much of one, but a small gain.
3rd and 9 now for Terrell County from shotgun. Receivers on both sides, men in the slots on both sides. Going to throw a little pass out in the flats, and it is caught 10 yards and drug out of bounds by the Eagles. Again, Jaquan Williams able to get his hand around him and drag him out of bounds over there on the far side, but that'll move the chains for a 1st down depending on the spot here. Yep, sure will.
I'd be interested. The starting lineup, Clark, they gave us is just offensive linemen. I'd be interested to know if they've switched centers because all of a sudden now it looks like they're having problems with the snap. And I don't recall them having it until this point in the football game. So I think they may have switched snappers.
Receivers on both sides, man in the slot on the near side from shotgun, lone blocking back. The count. The snap to Scott. Looking to pass. It is a pass that is caught at the 45-yard line of Mitchell County. And he had to really leap and reach out to catch that thing, but bring up another 1st down for Terrell County as they are marching the ball forward. 4 minutes left on the clock here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, he did a great job of laying out and catching that. Of course, I wondered if he did, and one of the Eagles' secondary also questioned it, but I guess if he's your guy, you're going to question that, but he made an outstanding catch there.
All right, Green Wave sets up this time. Quarterback from shotgun, lone blocking back. Man in the slot on the far side, receiver on the far side, one on the near side, looking to pass. Got a man wide open out there, but the pass is over his head. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 now.
Well, all of a sudden, they're getting some open shots there, but the ball is really not being delivered on target by the quarterback. And we go back to that, if it had not been for an awesome catch there, that would the previous play would have been an incomplete pass as well.
Ball's on the 45 of Mitchell County. It'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Green Wave from shotgun. Receivers on both sides, send a man in motion, and going to give it to the man in motion coming to the near side, and he's met with resistance at about the 44, 43-yard line and taken out of bounds.
Again, the motion man is double timing it. He's going to get the ball, so you just might as well meet him over here when he goes to turn upfield, and that's exactly what they did. 3rd time tonight that I've seen that. I figured this time, no, Scott's going to fake it and then go straight up the middle. No, he didn't disappoint us. He handed off to the motion man, and the Eagles were there to make the stop.
3rd and 8 now for the Green Wave.
3rd and long, yeah.
Receivers on both sides, man in the slot, lone blocking back from shotgun. Scott takes a snap, and penalty flags come out. False start against Terrell County.
Well, that time there was a little bit less protest to that offensive line, so whoever did that obviously felt like they did it. They didn't even try to point to a defensive player that time.
right, 3rd and long now for the Green Wave as they're in a huddle now. 2:36. Clock running. Ball is on the 48-yard line of Mitchell County. One receiver on the far side, one on the near side, one in the slot on the far side. Lone blocking back from shotgun. He's got to look at the pass this time. And it is a long pass that is caught over the middle. And he runs up to the 30. He's got running room as he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. That is, I believe, number 9 for the Green Wave. Can't tell if it's number 8 or 9 there. I believe it is number 8. Trevon Patterson takes it in with 2:11 on the clock.
Yeah, number 8 and number 9 are seniors, so it could be either one, but if you're saying it's number 8, that is, like you said, Patterson. And that was a perfectly thrown ball that time. Guy was crossing over and perfectly delivered ball. He caught it in stride, and into the end zone he went.
34-14, waiting for the point after, and they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. Quarterback underneath center this time. Receivers on both sides. Lone blocking back in the backfield. The snap. Look at the pass this time. We put pressure on him. He has to roll to the far side. It's a long pass into the end zone that is incomplete. So with 2 minutes, 11 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter of tonight's contest, the game of the week here, it's Mitchell County over the Green Wave of Terrell County, 34-14. We'll be back after this. All right, after that score there on a touchdown pass by the Green Wave, they're kicking off to the Mitchell County Eagles now, and it is a high kick, but flags are on the play, so somebody's going to be offsides here.
Well, I'm not ready to declare a blowout, but if you're wondering about the worst blowouts in the series history, according to what I could find, 1949, Terrell did in Mitchell County 44-0, and the James Jackson was quarterback in 81. Boy, that was ugly, 61-0 in 1981, Mitchell County over Terrell. That was a good team in 81.
Offsides is a call against Terrell County, so they're going to back them up. Going to have to punt from the 35-yard line this time.
The 81 team was probably one of the best ones not to win a state championship.
Cavorius Pollard and Jaquan Williams back deep to receive for the Mitchell County Eagles. As the whistle blows, here comes the Green Wave for the kick. It is a high kick, deep kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 15-yard line. Jacory Williams comes over to the near side, and he's going to be driven down, 2 different flags down. Going to be driven down at about the 35-yard line. 2 flags out on that play, and they came at different times, so let's see what happens here.
Same area, so they may have been seeing the same thing.
Watch for the call here from the officials. Holding against Mitchell County. They go block in the back against Mitchell County.
So they decline the holding and they accept the illegal block in the back.
All right, so that's going to take it back to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 16-yard line. No hash marks here. It's hard to see where they're spotting the ball, and it's hard to see the yard markers, period, sir.
The block in the back probably had a further downfield at point of infraction, so they took it to get it further back, the back up against the goal line.
Bruce Bryant's going to give it to a back straight up the middle. He is hit up at about the 20-yard line. They finally get him down or blow the play dead there. Forward
Most yards
progress.
gained tonight running sideways. He got turned sideways coming through the hole there and just kept moving. Good job.
All right, Bryant getting the call from the sidelines over there, running back into the huddle now. And the Eagles come up to the line of scrimmage. The ball on the 21-yard line from shotgun. Receivers on both sides. 2 blocking backs in the backfield. And from shotgun, going to give it to Jaquan Williams, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play.
We've called that guy's name on offense many times, and got that up, dropping papers all over the place. But Carter, the running back, also plays a defensive back, and he got penetration into the backfield on that play and made the stop for Terrell County on that particular play.
3rd and about 6 now is what it looks like from here as the Eagles come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to put Jaquil Chester as a receiver on the near side. Going to give it to Jaquan Williams. He breaks free. He gets 10 yards. He gets 15 yards. He gets 20 yards. He's crossing the 50-yard line and driven out of bounds over at about the 43-yard line of Terrell County. Great run there by Jaquan Williams.
And great vision there because he was headed into like a trio of players there, and then looked like he almost did a Reggie Bush step back and shot around them to pick up a good 10, 15 more yards from where they almost brought him down. So it's a great piece of running there.
Mitchell County from the Green Wave 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Bruce Bryant from shotgun, going to give it to Jaquan Williams again. Man, he ought to be tired, but he drives forward 5-6 yards there as he crosses a 40 up to the 39-yard line.
Took 3.5 Green Wave to bring him down on that play. That one guy kind of hit him backwards, so I can't give credit for 4. That was only a half a guy.
Going to call it 2nd and 6 now as the whistle blows for the end of the half. We're going to the 4th quarter. You're listening to the game of the week where the Mitchell County Eagles are in the lead, 34-14. We're going to the 4th quarter, and the score 34-14 from Dawson, Georgia. Terrell County versus Mitchell County on the game of the week. 2nd down now and 6 for Mitchell County. Going to give it to a back there, number 2, Anfree Williams. He takes it around the far side. The ball comes loose, and as it comes loose, let's see who comes up with it.
They're going to say
Terrell County.
They're going to say Terrell. Well, so that's the 2nd turnover for us tonight, isn't it?
I believe it is. But that's okay.
Well, yeah,
it's okay.
I mean it's good, but if you have a close game later on in the season when you hit the playoffs, you really need to try to limit that if possible.
Well, I'm sure he didn't really just get down there and throw the ball up.
Okay.
11:51 on the clock in the 1st quarter from Dawson on a turnover there by the Eagles. So the Green Wave offense on to the field.
Feel free to let me know if I'm being too critical.
From shotgun this time. Trip receivers on the near side, and we got to have a penalty flag there.
That's got to be because they never snapped the ball, I don't believe.
Yep. It's against the Green Wave, so that's good. Back them up 5 yards.
It's against everybody but the center and the quarterback. And I